In today's class, we are going to see 8051 timer programming both in assembly as well as C. So for that, as a basic one, we need to understand the T-mode structure and T-con structure. So T-mode structure we have shown over here. Here we have two timers. One is your timer 0 and second one is your timer 1. So timer 0 is represented with T0 and timer 1 is represented with T1. Both the timers are of 16-bit. Both timers are of 16-bit. So each timer can be used as 8-bit. So timer 0 lower bit and higher bit can be written as TL0 and TL1. So TL0 it is your lower bit timer 0 and TL1 is your TH0 is your higher bit timer 0. In the same manner for timer 1 you have TH0 and TH1. TH0 stands for timer 1, TL1 and TH1. TL1, TH1. It is timer 1 lower bit. Next one is your timer 1 high bit. Okay, so these two bits will be used for timer lower bit and timer high bit. And this is the structure of your T-mode register. It is not bit addressable. The first 4 bit in this will represent timer 0 and the next 4 bit will represent timer 1. The first 2 bit of M0 and M1 will represent the mode of operation. C bar T. So we have C bar T bar. C stands for counter and T stands for timer. So counter signal is your active high signal. Active high. Whereas T bar it is your active low signal. Okay. For example, if you put 0 in this particular block, then this timer 0 will act as timer. In case if you put 1 in this block, then the timer 0 will work as counter. What is the difference between counter and timer in the sense? Counter will count the number of clock pulse. Counter counts the number of clock pulse, whereas timer will generate your time delay. This is the only difference between your counter and timer. And this gate, so there are two interrupts. One is your hardware interrupt and another one is your software interrupt. If you wanted to have a control towards the interrupt by means of hardware, then you have to give 1. Suppose if you wanted to have the control over the interrupt by means of software, then this particular gate pin should be loaded with 0. M0 and M1 will define the modes of operation. So M0 and M1 as it is having 2 digits, the possible ways are 00, 01, 10, 11. 00 stands for mode 0 timer, 01 mode 1 operation, 02 mode 2 operation, 11 mode 3 operation. So here it is going to define the different types of timer operation. Mode 0 it is a 13-bit timer. It is going to act as a 13-bit timer. Mode 1 it is going to act as a 16-bit timer bar counter. Mode 3 it is a 8-bit auto reload. So this is very important. Why? Because if you wanted to reduce the size of the program, if you wanted to create a longer time delay, even you can create a time delay with the help of your loops, as we have discussed in the previous classes by the help of your call and return instruction. If you wanted to generate a time delay for a longer time delay, then with the help of the loops it is not possible. Why? Because the program goes very lengthy. Whereas in case of timer, by loading the timer register, that is TL0 TH0 or TL1 TH1, by loading these register with the proper value, it is possible for us to generate a longer time delay. So only we are going for this 8051 timer programming in assembly and C. 13-bit timer. First I'll say what is the minimum and maximum count if you are operating as a 13-bit timer, if you are operating as a 8-bit timer, and if you are operating with an 8-bit auto reload. First is your timer. As we discussed, it is a 16-bit register. So 16-bit in the sense 0th bit, 1st bit, 2nd bit, 3rd bit, 4th bit, 5th bit, 6th bit, 7th bit, 8th bit, 9th bit, 10th bit, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'll write it with a different one. It is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it is a 16-bit timer. So we have written the timer. Minimum 13-bit timer in the sense only 13 among these 16 bits. Among these 16 bits, only 13 bit is used. It means that only from 0 to 12th bit it is used. So to find out the minimum and maximum count, all these 3 bits are unused. By default it will be 0. Okay, in case of your 13-bit timer, to identify your minimum and maximum value, only we will be using the digits from 0 to 12. That is only the 13-bit is used. The other 3-bit is going to be loaded with 0 by default. So if you wanted to consider the minimum count, the value to be loaded is here 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So the minimum count in case of your 13-bit timer is 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, and now we need to find the maximum count. To find out the maximum count, I have to load a new value. So to load a new value, in the place of zeros, you need to load with 1. So wherever you have 0, so all the blocks, all the 13-bit blocks is loaded with 1. So when you load with 1, then it is going to be, these 4 digits comprises of F, and this is completely 1. So and the maximum count is going to be 1 triple F. So in case of 13-bit timer, the minimum count is going to be 0, 0, 0, 0, and the maximum count is going to be one FF, sorry. In case of 13-bit timer, the minimum count is going to be 0, 0, 0, 0, and the maximum count is 1 triple F. Okay. In case of 16-bit timer, suppose in case of 16-bit timer, you consider you're operating in mode 1. In case of 16-bit timer, all the 16 bits will be utilized. So here I'll be showing the diagram. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So all the 16 bits will be utilized. To have a minimum, to consider the minimum count, so here 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So to have a minimum count, all the 16 bits will be loaded with 0. Therefore, the minimum count is going to be 0, 0, 0, 0. And to get a maximum count under mode 1 of operation, all these blocks is loaded with 1, 1, 1, 1. So when it is loaded with 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, so all the blocks when it is loaded with 1, 1, 1, 1, the maximum count is going to be F, 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 F. So the minimum count, therefore the range of count for the mode 1 operation is going to be 0, 0, 0, 0 to F, 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 F. So this is how you need to identify the minimum and maximum value when your timer is going to work in mode 1 operation or mode 2 operation. Mode 3 is nothing but your 8-bit auto reload. 8-bit auto reload in the sense, no need to load your timer values. That is, you will be using TL0 or TL1. So you will be using TL0 or TL1. Suppose you are loading one value with the value 0ABH. No need to load this particular value to generate the time delay continuously. It is an auto reload if you are using mode 3 mode 2 is your auto reload, mode 3 is your timer 0, mode 2 is auto reload. So no need to reload the value, no need to specify the value continuously. Whereas in case of mode 3, your TL0 is an 8-bit timer or counter controlled by a standard timer 0 control, whereas your TH0 is a 8-bit timer and is controlled by a timer 1 control bit. So mode 3, the timer or counter 1 will get stopped. Only the lower bit will get used. Clear? Thank you, students.